Welcome, boys and girls, to another installment of We the Boys. With me today is my tag team partner, Alan. And on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, on the middle of the screen, I don't know how you're seeing me, is me, Anthony.
Everyone, by orders of We the Boys, acknowledge us.
Yeah, please acknowledge us, all 9 of you. Come on.
And when I mean acknowledge us, please like and subscribe, whatever medium you are listening to us, YouTube, Spotify. Are we even in TikTok? I hope so. I hope not.
Yeah.
Okay, so by popular demand or by the demand of our 7 subscribers,
9, correction, 9. I just checked today, we have 9.
By popular demand of our 9 subscribers, we present to you a special episode today, which transpired of the outcome of Monday Night Raw, the second week of Mania.
So this is what went on. We just recorded the weekly roundup episode yesterday where we discussed on Raw, Smackdown, and NXT. And we promised each other that we're going to do just 2 videos henceforth, like one midweek, we'll speak on a topic, and another one at the end of the week. But then, lo and behold, Raw happens today, and something remarkable happens, actually. This current WWE landscape just goes on to prove that anything can happen at any given time. But what I love is the way they are reacting to how things are happening. If you don't already know, Mami, or rather Rhea Ripley, has just vacated her WWE World Women Championship, which is a very beautiful title, by the way. She just gave it, she had vacated it because she had broken her right arm, I believe. And this is coming off the back of a backstage segment, or rather that's how they're presenting it, between her and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has been on her revenge tour. So she's been bashing everybody, and not everybody actually. She's been specifically targeting Rhea Ripley, who actually put her out for 9 months, with a broken shoulder. And now she attacked her last week, and Rhea Ripley's in a brace, and she vacated the title. So she's obviously legitimately injured. But here's the thing. If it's not something so drastic, I don't think they should have made her vacate the title, just like what Seth Rollins did, to just nurse the injury. So this lends credence to the fact that this could possibly be a bigger injury than we thought, What do you say, Alan?
Yes, I resonate with that because you have to see the bigger picture. WWE as of today does not have a state-through formula of champions vacating their title. When Seth Rollins went through an injury, he did not vacate the title. He hold through WrestleMania season. And also Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, it is made known that, he make a very rare appearance, but he still hold on the title. And it's quite surprising to see that, after Mami, Rhea Ripley retaining the title in the WrestleMania season, she, by virtue of just one injury, she had to vacate the title. So one must question the degree of the injury she went through. So it's quite puzzling for us now. Is there a need for her to vacate the title just to an injury, or she can, hold the title and just make appearance without being involved in a physicality? So these are questions that we are all asking ourselves.
Or maybe, with this new way, I don't know whether you've heard or not, but then Triple H is now in charge, by the way, just like how they're blasting it in our ears every second of every show. Yeah. So Triple H is in charge now. Maybe this is the direction that we are moving forward in, gone are the days where Brock Lesnar could just appear every 2 times a year, as the champion, or Roman Reigns could just appear a few times. Maybe now, whoever holds the title has to be a workhorse champion. You have to lead by example. So even if you're out for like 3, 4, 5 weeks, you got to give up the title because you're not fit. And I think this is an ideology or a way of doing things that I can really get behind. We are meant to see the champions every week.
Yes, I resonate with that remark, Anthony. So maybe we can go through a few of the career highlight of Rhea Ripley before we move on.
But before we
dedicated to her. Anything
you
want to add?
Yeah, before we move on from that, another important point, the reason why we are taking the extra trouble to do this episode is because WWE announced that they are going to be crowning a new champion next week, you
Yes.
know, without saying if there's going to be a fatal four-way, a women's battle royal, a ladder match, nothing. So there's a very high possibility that WWE is one putting this message out to just see how it's being received by the fans, and if it's negative, they will just come in and say, oh, we're going to have a battle royale and then the winner wins the title. Or if it's received well, they could just end up just picking somebody from the roster and just say like, hey, you deserve the champion. Go on now. You're the champion now. You know?
Yes, because Anthony, if you observe the official graphic that was put in the program today, it stated next Monday Raw, a new women's world champion will be crowned. So there is no indication whether there will be a tournament, whether is there a gauntlet match or anything. But from the literal sense of indication, someone will be handed the title, as of right. So I mean, it's the perfect opportunity for us, to have an overview of the Raw women's roster to see who is the one that is going to step up.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's just been 2 weeks and it's really, really, really exciting times. I think we're literally saying this line in every episode that we've been recording so far,
All right.
So I think before we go on, I would like you, Alan, because you
Yes.
seem to be prepared by it, to go through the highlights of Rhea Ripley's career.
Okay, for the benefit of doubt, what I'm going to cover is just from the era of Rhea Ripley's Judgment Day moment, her arc in the Judgment Day as Mami. So we knew right before she was transitioning to be a heel, she was forming a tag team together with Liv Morgan. This is on the end of 2022, in which eventually she made the turn and joined the Judgment Day. That was Edge against AJ Styles. Damien Priest interfered, and then there was a surprise figure who assisted in the match. So it was revealed to be Rhea Ripley, the first and only female member of the Judgment Day. So that was end of 2022. She brought the momentum with this new persona and gimmick to the 2023's Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, making history, Anthony, bell to bell, toe to toe. Number 1 all the way to number 30. Okay? And at that moment also, the penultimate, competitor in the Royal Rumble was Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan once again. Okay. And proceeded, she won. She got her bragging rights to challenge the champion. At that moment, she challenged none other than Charlotte Flair in the WrestleMania. Okay. And that match was voted in this year's Slammy as match of the year. Not female match of the year, Anthony. The overall match of the year. Also by the Pro Wrestling Illustrated PWI match of the year. Once again, emphasis is not under the female or male category, it's the overall category. And then also voted PWI Woman of the Year. So through all those moments, from the day she won the title out to this day in which she vacated is 380 days, So there goes the saying in the wrestling world, the terminology, the reign of terror. So it's 380 days reign of terror, and there's a total of 10 title defenses. So it all ended sooner than later, unfortunately, through an unforeseen, injury that was suffered backstage, in which Liv Morgan returned with a so-called, LMRT. Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. So that was a two action. One, she threw Liv Morgan threw the chair towards Rhea Ripley's head, and another she was slammed on the wall. So I think that has to be the last action in which she was slammed in the wall, injured her head, shoulder, and perhaps hand in the same time.
Yeah, to be honest, right, when you rewatch the whole scene as to how the backstage attack unraveled. I mean, I remember watching it as it happened last week, and it looked bad. It looked bad, and I was wondering how in the world did they pull this off? I mean, Liv Morgan actually threw a chair in Rhea Ripley's direction, and she was obviously preparing for it. But then, when a chair comes hurling at you, it's still a chair comes hurling at you. You know.
Yes. So the official report is that she is, to be due to be out of action for few months. With the emphasis. So at this moment, we do not know how serious is the injury. Is it real? Is it kayfabe? I mean, one can only speculate. But nothing, one thing that is confirmed is we will be having a new World WWE World Women's Champion next week, Raw.
But whatever it is, whether it's true or not, whether it's kayfabe or whether it's real life, we wish Rhea Ripley all the best and get well soon. I mean, WWE is gonna miss you. WWE is gonna miss you because she was such a star. I mean, we had her both picked to beat Becky Lynch, I believe, right, for WrestleMania. Yeah, top star. So anyway, now that reign of terror has ended, it's opening new doors for a brighter horizon, right? So before we go into the predictions, I'll just read to you who are the women's roster for Raw. I mean, and who could be touted to be the next person in line. Number one, we have Becky Lynch. We have Candice LeRae. We have Chelsea Green, Indy Hartwell, Ivy Nile, Jackie Redmond, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Liv Morgan, Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Sonia Deville, Tegan Knox, Trish Stratus, Valhalla, and Zaya Lee. Oh, sorry, and Zoe Starks. That's actually quite a lineup.
Yes, but Anthony, by way of elimination, this is my presumption. I would like to believe those who are actively involved in the tag team scene might not, might not have a lower chance to be crowned the women's champion.
And would you like to name them?
Okay, I mean, by pick, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, and even Maxine Dupree. I think by virtue of them being involved in the tag team scene, even together with Asuka and Kairi Sane, might not be a safe pick. There is no safe or unsafe pick. I mean, it's just about predictions.
Okay, before we tell each other who's our picks to win the title, right? What do you think is the manner in which WWE is going to crown the new champion? Are they just going to hand it to somebody, or because they've done it before with Asuka? Sorry, Asuka. Or would they, have like a tournament throughout the night? What do you reckon?
Okay, my view is that the best option and safest option is just for Triple H to pull his bragging rights and veto power and just crown a champion outright. People might question, but I mean, the Triple H and WWE can get away with it with the with the label of the Paul Levesque era, because this is a new era. This is how we do things. We crown and we give to people who are deserving and who is able to step out. And prove their A game. Of course, traditionally it begets a tournament or some sort of match to crown a new champion. It's
okay.
Adam Pearce together with Triple H will be in the center of the ring. They will make an announcement and the new champion will be crowned. And after that, whoever wants to step out, the number one contender will make their case. So that's the most probable outcome that I foresee.
So in short, what do you think? They're just going to crown it outright?
Yes.
All right. Okay. In my opinion, I think there's going to be a battle royale. I believe that's what's going to be. So there'll be some excitement, I believe. I think, because you see, they have been saying that this world heavyweight titles, right? These WWE world titles held by Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley, they are the workhorse titles. It will totally be against the entire thing if they're just going to outright give the title to somebody. since it's being the workhorse title. Like what you put in effort is very subjective, you know. Like, yeah, I understand that maybe Becky Lynch or somebody else may be like a real workhorse, but that is subjective, what is work that you're putting in. And I think in terms of being in line with the Paul Levesque era, you know, I think there should be a match. And I think everybody will be behind it. Imagine a match unfolding from the beginning of the night all the way to the end. And that's the main event, a battle royale. That'll be amazing. That'll be quite a good episode, you know. And you give the chances to all the other women wrestlers to show themselves.
That would be a nice, I mean, a change of flavor, Anthony. Maybe a one episode of Raw, not fully, but focusing on a women's match from the start till the end. Of course, the men's can have their time, but we that would be a nice pick, you know. Either we have a a tournament or just a battle royal outright, in which you can get it done in one match.
Yeah. All right. So now let's go to the point where who do you think is going to win? Who's your pick?
Are we allowed to have a few picks? Because I mean, I'm so excited of few outcomes.
Yeah,
Maybe
all right,
we
go ahead.
How about we go with this two situation? First is champion being outright crowned, and second is by way of battle royal or tournament.
All right, fair.
Okay,
Let's do it.
if I would say by way of crowning, perhaps we can have a wildcard pick, for someone to return. Example, Lita or Trish Stratus. So I think it brings a flavor, in which Triple H makes an announcement, a wildcard who is not in the active roster, step out. And after that, the number one contender will make their case, hey, it's not fair, I'm here from the day one, I'm supposed to be the champion, and we can build a match up to Backlash. So if we will go to the announcement, my pick would be someone like Trish Stratus.
Okay. All right. And if it's a battle royale? Oh, do you want me to go for my pick of an outright?
Yes.
All right. If it's an outright champion, I believe they're going to give it to Becky Lynch because she's a proven star. I think it'd be Becky Lynch.
Yes. Yeah. And she's the most recent number one contender.
Correct. Yeah. And she's a person who could hold that title and give it credibility, without having the need to build the person up. Yeah, I think if it's outright, it's Becky Lynch. But I still feel it's not going to be an outright champion. And if it is, it's going to leave a sour taste in my mouth. It's like totally against what the Triple H has been doing so far. Yeah.
And let's go for the second possibility, a gauntlet match, elimination, tournament, and within the realms of possibility in which they have to fight for their right to be crowned the new champion. What's your pick, Anthony?
Oh, I go first? Right, okay.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I would really like to see, I think I have two choices here. One is a logical one. A logical one could be Liv Morgan, because she's the one who's been having a lot of hype behind her. So when Rhea Ripley eventually comes back, it's going to be the other way around, Liv Morgan. But in my heart, I would like somebody new to actually win the title, somebody where we can build a new character here. And I would like Xia Li to win it.
Oof. Xia Li has not been given the opportunity to step out her game, So I think she might be shine. She has appeared in the television. She has experience under big crowds,
Yeah.
So I think once again, I resonate that in which it's a perfect time for a new star to be given opportunity, a surprise pick. Like how Jinder Mahal won the title, at that moment when nobody see it. Someone step up, for some flavor of surprise. So I will go.
You just mentioned that, right? Sorry, go on.
Yes.
Please go on. I'll see what I have to say after that.
Okay, so my pick, I would like Nia Jax to win for my logical pick, in which I still feel Liv Morgan is not ready to be handed the title. She needs to make her case, as a compelling heel. She's going on her revenge tour. So I feel that maybe Nia Jax as the champion first, and Liv Morgan will prove her case throughout the, all the upcoming PLEs to fight for her right to be crowned the champion. And when Liv Morgan wins, Rhea Ripley will return. So in a crude sense, when I name Nia Jax as my pick, there is an indirect indication she is a transitional champion. With all
Mm,
due respect, I love Nia Jax as a competitor. She's the whole package. She performs well. She has the aura as a champion, someone that you fear, and a renowned personality. If I would say out and coming star to be handed the title, my hot take would be someone like Chelsea Green.
oh,
Chelsea Green has that, has the pull. And
yeah.
I think that will further elevate the status of Chelsea Green being the champion. She'll be a comedy role, and once
Mm,
again, Liv Morgan with the momentum might be insulted, and she'll make her case, challenge for the title. And after that, Chelsea Green with her cohorts, she can have Piper Niven as a bodyguard, you know,
mm.
protect her, and maybe Piper Niven can turn on Chelsea Green with the dynamic. She's jealous, why are you ordering me around? So I also want an opportunity. So I think
Yeah.
we can build the own whole rivalry around that.
Actually, yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, I mean, once again, exciting times.
How about the Candice LeRae? Anthony,
Yeah,
because she has been making her rounds being a heel, recently with Indy Hartwell, the tag teaming, bossing her around and also
yeah,
confronting Maxine Dupree.
yeah. But I feel she's in a little bit of her own universe with Indy Hartwell and
Yes.
whatever else that's going on around there to push her to that stratosphere. I mean, I'm not saying Candice LeRae is not a good performer. She is really a good performer. I think one of the best in the whole roster. But I would say that pushing her into that stratosphere will sort of like break up this whole Indy Hartwell storyline. So I don't think they'll go that route. But who's a wild card that we're absolutely forgetting?
Hit me.
Natalia.
Ooh, Natalia is a good one. She has been for the longest time, and she has, she has a very good pull as a superstar, a respectable figure in the
Yeah.
locker room,
I mean, yeah, yeah, she is. She's one of those. No, she is not one of those. She is the lady behind. But I've also heard that Natalia has not re-signed with WWE just yet, so her contract may be expiring soon. But that may change. With her popping up at NXT also. I actually think if all else fails, Natalia will be a good shout to be a person crowned to be the champion.
Okay, my wildcard, Anthony. We are throwing a lot of predictions, but we will give us a bit of leeway to throw a bit of wildcard. My
Yeah,
wildcard is Ivy Nile, from the Creed brothers. I
yeah.
felt
Ivy now.
opportunity can be given to her, to
Yeah,
shine.
yeah.
She has
I've
the package, the way how she present herself, the immense strength, and once again, if we want to go on the label of carrying new superstars, Ivy now, time to pull the trigger, Paul.
Yeah, actually, Ivy Nile, I've been watching her a little bit more closely this past few weeks. She is a full package, to be honest. I mean, she's not a mega star just yet. Like, you can still see she has a lot to grow because she's just in the main event scene now. Not the main event, main roster scene. You can still see there are some doubts in her characters and stuff. She hasn't built herself just yet, but maybe being in that pool of that main title cut people that side of the people, maybe she's going to find herself. I don't know. That'd
Yes.
be great, actually. Yeah, good shout, man, good shout.
So regardless who is going to be crowned or won, fight their way through to be the new champion, is exciting time once again. I'm so excited to foresee, the backstage and the behind the scene video, of the crowning a champion, whoever the champion will be, talking with the producers and Triple H. I'm so excited. You know, People will be given opportunity. Even the most probable pick, Nia Jax or Liv Morgan, is another a new opportunity for them.
Yeah. Also, congratulations to WWE because they just came off the bat of the greatest WrestleMania of all time. and there was a very real possibility that the product could be, just going through a very slow plateau, like nothing much is happening. But then again, they have injected another sense of excitement for next week's episode. Like this week, we had the new tag team titles, which are absolutely beautiful, by the way.
Yes. But some of them were joking, the design of the title looks like a pizza.
It does.
We keep that for another episode. Once again, this episode is dedicated to Mami and the entire scene of the women's a world champion of the Raw now.
Yeah. All right. I think we've covered everything. Do you have anything else to add?
No. Okay, last one, Anthony, on the matter of this. It's a bit of hot take and controversy. Do you think superstars should be accountable on causing hurt indirectly to one another?
I think they should.
Yes,
I think they should.
We have seen what has transpired with the Big E. He has announced that he's not returning to the active roster scene anytime soon. That was due to an injury by Rich Hogan, and now again, Rhea Ripley with all her momentum going on. Of course, we know that Liv Morgan meant no harm. But do you think that there needs to be a certain form of accountability? So it's a very controversy, unpopular topic to discuss.
No, I truly think there should be some sort of accountability. Maybe it has already been in place. It's just that we as fans, we don't necessarily know what's going on. Yes. Because if you think back, how Paige, her chapter ended is because of Sasha Banks. And Nia Jax is infamously known for injuring people, Like she infamously caused the bleeding nose and stuff. Nia Jax is known to be a very rough around the edges kind of wrestler. So with this one, Liv Morgan, you can almost say it's an eye for an eye because Rhea Ripley injured her and she was out. So this one is eye for an eye. So maybe there's some genuine hatred over there. I don't know.
With all due respect, I mean, I do not mean any, disrespect, to Liv Morgan and anyone. It's just a topic for us, to peel on. And also, we see Liv Morgan has delved into this persona. She has tapped in her inner internet troll persona, like Drew McIntyre. She was commenting on Twitter and so on. So I think it's quite a refreshing take, lah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I just didn't say it. Yeah, you're right. It's exactly like Drew McIntyre's persona, like the fact that people were booing her and she's like, I don't understand. Why are you booing me? She did this to me and you're booing me? I like that.
So it begets the idea, Anthony, are we having any revenge tour on anyone? Ooh, okay. Nah, it's just a light-hearted conversation. Calm down, guys. No, we are not having a revenge.
Also, before we go, I want to show off my t-shirt that I'm very proud of.
Nice, come.
Yeah, acknowledge.
Who are we acknowledging, Anthony?
Your daddy.
Okay. With that being said, acknowledge your daddy and mommy. We wish nothing but the best for your recovery. Take care, and to the new champion, we'll see you soon next week.
Yep. With that said, another episode in the books and another one coming soon, which we haven't decided what's the topic also going to be. All right. So I've been Anthony, and that's Alan, and we the boys. What you gonna say?
By orders of we the boys and the daddy. And once again, mommy, take care. Acknowledge us.
Acknowledge us. Bye-bye.